Korea. A few days ago, we know North Korea said if Washington canceled a joint annual military exercise with South Korea, it would halt nuclear tests. Any comments on that?
Yes, the DPRK statement that inappropriately links routine U.S. ROK exercises to the possibility of a nuclear test by North Korea is an implicit threat. A new nuclear test would be a clear violation of North Korea's obligations under multiple UN Security Council resolutions, would also contravene North Korea's commitments under the 2005 six-party joint statement. Our annual joint military exercises with the Republic of Korea are transparent, defense-oriented, and have been carried out regularly and openly for roughly 40 years. We call on the DPRK to immediately cease all threats, reduce tensions, and take the steps toward denuclearization needed to resume credible negotiations. And we do remain open to dialogue with the DPRK, as we've said, with the aim of returning to these credible and authentic negotiations.
But it seems every time when the joint military exercise starts, it creates some tensions in Korean Peninsula.
Well, it shouldn't, given that it's defense-focused, defense-oriented, transparent, and regularly every 40 years. I'm not sure what is a surprise about it.
Follow up on that?
Yep.
If you interpret the North Korean statement as an implicit threat, are there any plans for the U.S. to respond to that?
I think I just did.
I mean, with more than words.
Well, we're going forward with the planned exercises, so I'm not sure, which usually take place in late February or early March, no specific date yet, but nothing else that I know of.
So which means the joint military exercise will continue?
Yes.
So you don't think it will, because the United States won't like to talk to North Korea.
I just said we remain open to dialogue with the DPRK.
It seems that although you open dialogue, but you don't think this military exercise creates some tensions in this region?
No, a military exercise that is transparent and defense-oriented has no reason to. Yes.
Are you aware of the report that the former special representative for North Korea policy, Stephen Bosworth, he and some other American security experts will be meeting with North Korea's chief nuclear negotiator and some other senior diplomats in Singapore?
I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't. Let me check. Obviously, they're not current U.S. officials, but I'm happy to check.
Okay, one more question on Korea. South Korean President Park Geun-hye, she said she's open to a summit with North Korea, and she has no preconditions for holding such a meeting. Any comment?
Well, we welcome ROK efforts to improve inter-Korean relations and urge the DPRK to reciprocate in kind.